Good morning, everyone. Dear rector, dear colleagues, dear researchers, PhD students, academic staff, also representatives from the local industry, welcome. Welcome to the official kickoff of our ELLIS unit. My name is Andreas and together with Ingo Steinwart, we're the founding directors of this unit, and we are very happy to see so many of you here today and to celebrate with us the official opening of the unit. To celebrate this opening, we've put together a very nice program, we think, that we hope you will all find interesting, not only allowing you to get insights into the research that the members of our unit are conducting here, but also for you as an opportunity to connect, get to know each other, network, essentially know what's around here in the areas of machine learning, artificial intelligence research in Stuttgart, both at the University of Stuttgart and, as you can also see, at the Max Planck Institute for Intelligent Systems, where also we have members from. For those of you who wonder what ELLIS stands for, so ELLIS is a European laboratory for learning and intelligent systems. It was founded in 2018 as a pan-European network of excellence, and as you can see, it has multiple goals that it tries to achieve. One is to secure Europe's sovereignty in machine learning as the driver for modern AI, and it also has the goal of ensuring the highest level of AI research excellence in Europe, and to also retain this academic excellence over time. And to implement these goals, ELLIS has three main pillars. And the first, and I would say also the most important one, is the people. So it's really the people that do the research in these different places across Europe. And there's different, statuses that you can have within ELLIS. So you can either be an ELLIS fellow. This is typically for more senior people, senior scientists with more post-PhD experience, whereas junior scientists typically have the status of ELLIS scholars, and then, of course, over time, as they became more senior, they can also then become fellows at some point. And what's also really interesting and very important is the ELLIS PhD and postdoc program, which also not only allows to advertise positions, but of course also participate in recruiting, joint recruiting, European-wide for PhD students and postdocs. The second pillar are the units, and this is where most of the fellows and scholars are organized in. And currently, as you can see, we have 35 units in the network, spread over 14 different countries in Europe, and they really form a network. So the idea of these units is to form a network of research sites across Europe. And to get or become a unit, there's a peer-reviewed application process, and it's also based on the excellence mainly of the unit members that form this unit in a specific location. And finally, as the third pillar is the so-called research programs, and there currently are 14 programs. I decided not to list them all here, but you can find them on the ELLIS website. And these are kind of, additionally on top of the units, if you will, but they span multiple different locations in Europe, and they typically focus on key research areas with presumably high potential impact of AI, machine learning in certain application areas. And the topics range from, as I said, basic research all the way also to applications, for example, in the health and climate sciences. And as I said, for details, you can find all that if you're interested on the website. Now, the unit here in Stuttgart is one of the most recent additions to the network, and I would also like to use now the opportunity to thank our rector for making this possible through generous financial support of the unit. Without this, we couldn't have even applied to become a unit. So we're very happy and very thankful for this support, and we'll make good use of this, I'm very sure. And as a goal for our specific unit, we want to really bridge between computer science, engineering, and also the social sciences. As you know, or as you may know, Stuttgart has a very strong engineering and social science faculty, and the goal of our unit specifically is to interconnect these so far disconnected areas and bring them together under this joint umbrella. And of course, we also plan to collaborate with other initiatives, and this is really just a selection of those that we have here. Of course, the Excellence Cluster SimTech and InCDC, but we also have the AI Software Academy that has recently been founded that we were also looking forward to collaborating with. There is IRIS, the Intelligent System Reflection Institute, where there's also research already spanning between computer science and also social sciences. There's Cyber Valley, there's the IMPRS, the graduate school from the Max Planck Institute. So there's lots of existing initiatives that we want to connect to. And of course, and that's why we're also very happy to see some faces here, some familiar faces from industry. It's also one goal to really connect to local industry and also set up collaborations, also explore a possibility of course, maybe funding positions together, recruiting, etc. So this is of course also an important goal, not only of ELLIS, but of our unit specifically. Yeah, and of course, last but not least, we also want to increase in general visibility and the excellence in these research areas here in this local area. Help with large-scale initiatives, which will come up very soon for many of us. Attract new talent and so on. So in addition to the two of us, so the two directors of the unit, of course, there's multiple people involved, and I think probably one of the most important ones, not only for today, for this event, who really has been the mastermind behind all of this, but in general, to really run the unit is Dominique, and I'm not sure, maybe she's still, she's over there. So she's been very, very busy preparing the event today, so thank you very, very much for this. I'm very, very confident that this will be a great event today, because you spent so much time and effort preparing it. And whereas we do kind of the scientific development and management of the unit, Dominique is responsible for pretty much everything else that concerns the unit. So if you have any questions about the research we do about the unit, just contact Dominique and she knows what to do. Thanks for the reminder. Right, and I just want to quickly go through the people that you have seen them once, and of course, during the whole day, there's plenty of opportunity to talk to every one of them in more detail, but just for you to know who is involved at the moment, and then Ingo will continue to talk about the research we're doing. So we have Paul Birkner. Paul, maybe you can also quickly raise your hand. He's working on Bayesian statistics, Bayesian workflow, also simulation-based inference, multi-level modeling. We have Catherine, whom I've already seen, from the Max Planck Institute. She's working on haptic interfaces, human-robot interaction, and also robotic surgery. Then we have Matthias Niepert, whom I've also seen up there. So he's working on representation learning, graph neural networks, explainable AI, and so forth. There's Michael Pradl over there. So he's working on machine learning for program analysis, software security, and also performance profiling. Then we have Sabine Schulte im Walde, right, over there. So she's working on natural language processing, computational modeling of lexical semantic linguistic phenomena, and I think also a bit of interactive dialogue or visual dialogue potentially in the future. Then we have Steffen Stab, who is sitting down here, working on knowledge graphs, semantic web, intelligent user interfaces, and web science. And of course, last but not least, Tang Wu over there, who is also working on natural language processing and also dialogue systems and language technologies. It's great to have you all in the unit, and I think in the future, as you will soon see, the unit will also grow a bit, but I will hand over to Ingo to talk a bit about this.
Yeah, thank you very much, Andreas. And I will now talk a little bit about the inside view of the unit. In particular, I will talk about beginning with the research areas we are mostly interested in. And we have identified 4 research areas, and the first one really fits just by name, of course, already to the vision of the university. It's interactive intelligent systems. It brings together expertise in intelligent user interfaces, interactive AI, intelligent human-computer mediation, robot interaction, and so on. You see the people listed there who engage in this research. We've just seen them a minute ago, so this is the first research focus, and for the future it is planned that it will in particular go towards the direction of collaborative intelligence, and there are some plans already ongoing, I would say, and let's say stay tuned. The second one combines apparently different fields, namely natural language processing and programming languages, which only share their names, languages. But nonetheless, there are some interesting mixed tasks which require, in particular, also machine learning. And such tasks include, for example, reasoning about program codes, comments in program code, or processing human-provided requirement specifications for code. The third research focus is more theoretically oriented. It's called statistical learning theory, And in particular, we focus on Bayesian statistics, learning theory, and neural networks. Here you see that there's a phase in the 4 circles which you haven't seen before, and I will come back to his to Luis Ramon a little later. He's a new hire who will hopefully start in I think October. Okay, that is set in stone. Okay, the last one is robotics learning. Poor Catherine is alone so far. On this slide, of course. The reason for that is we are currently in the process at the university to hire 2 new professors in the areas of machine learning and robotics and autonomous systems. They're both under negotiations. Hopefully, we finish this process soon, and if finished, we really will focus on autonomous robots, in particular robots touch sensing and physical human-robot interaction. That is already the expertise of Catherine. Okay. So we also have, of course, an online presence. The first one is our newly created website, where all major news are, of course, presented. Then we figured out how to create a combined Google Scholar profile, which collects all Google Scholar profiles of the unit members. That is interesting to see. And then, of course, we have also a Twitter account and a YouTube channel. I've mentioned a few slides earlier that we are already growing. Together with Simtech, we were able to fill in the position of a Simtech ELLIS Junior Research Group Leader position. That was going on in spring. And Luis Ramon, who is currently at the University of Berkeley, will start his new position in October. And we are very happy that this was successful, because I think without the combined power of Simtech and ELLIS, this would not have been possible. So this is our first success in hiring. And of course, we plan with the new unit members the 2 professorships we have mentioned. And of course, we also look towards the university who is fitting into our profile. Another interesting aspect of our future work will be on doctoral training. We plan a fully funded PhD internship program, which in particular interchanges between different other ELLIS units. I already have 1 PhD student sitting right now in the ELLIS unit in Paris, and it's planned to expand that hopefully in spring, summer 2023. And of course, we will also set up other exchanges and collaborations with other ELLIS units. And last but not least, we will, of course, participate in the ELLIS PhD program Andreas has just mentioned in his part. Okay, in terms of outreach, we have already started a week ago our distinguished lecture series, and the first speaker was Frank Hutter from the University of Freiburg. And in the future, we will organize events such as workshops, conferences, summer or winter schools, as long as Corona allows, of course. And in terms of industry corporations, we will also support existing and new startup possibilities in the area of AI, machine learning, and intelligent systems. And we will also reach out or expand existing local industry collaborations with the usual players, I would say. Okay, having said that, I would like to briefly say a few words about the program, and because it's so small, I need my glasses now. We will continue with a few words by our rector, Wolfram Ressel, and then we go over to the keynote talk by Bernd Schiele from Saarbrücken. And then, I'm not reading everything. The main idea here is that from all the 4 research areas, we will have 1 talk each, and we will also have some postdoc spotlight sessions where a couple of postdocs will present their work in about 10 minutes, a little less. And of course, we will have breaks, the coffee breaks and the lunch. And last but not least, I would like to put your attention to the very last point, that is social event get together. We have organized some hopefully very good Indian food, so I hope this motivates you to stay longer. And having said that, I am very happy that you are here, and let's go to Wolfram Rassenau. Thank you very much.